Good evening, Malawi and beyond. Welcome to @Global Pulse News, your #1 spot where politics meets attitude and news comes with flavor. Now brace yourselves, because today's headline is hotter than a Lilongwe afternoon in October. The big man himself, Peter Mutharika, has touched down in Lilongwe for the first time in ages, and trust me, this wasn't just another presidential handshake tour. Oh no, Bwana, this one had the vibe of a comeback, the whispers of a challenge, and the confidence of a man who's not done yet. So today, we're breaking it down. 10 bold facts that unpack what's really behind this arrival and why everyone from Durande to Mzuzu is saying Ish, Zintu Zakutembanuka Apa. When Peter Mutharika's motorcade rolled into Lilongwe, the air literally changed. Crowds lined up, phones in the air, ululation filling the streets. The man came through with energy, like a politician who'd been off the scene, but was now ready to reclaim his spot in the arena. People shouted, APM Werarani, and for a moment you could feel nostalgia mixing with anticipation. This wasn't just a return, it was a statement that the old guard still had game. Even the streets seemed louder, as if the city itself was whispering, game on. And just when people thought it was a symbolic visit, the real message dropped like a mic. Peter didn't come to Lilongwe just to wave at supporters. No. The man came with words, and those words hit different. He spoke about leadership, unity, and restoration, dropping hints that he still sees himself as Malawi's compass. In his tone, there was confidence, maybe even a bit of defiance. The speech had that mix of wisdom and warning, a don't count me out yet vibe. Analysts are already calling it the most strategic reappearance since 2020. But what's a comeback without a crowd reaction? Let's see what the streets had to say. Lilongwe went mad that day. From Kawali to Area 18, people were talking, arguing, and celebrating. Supporters danced like campaign season had started early. Some said, Mutharika Boyaranso, Di Dia Wona Sanzitu. Others were more cautious, mumbling about past promises and old wounds. But one thing was clear, Peter's arrival reignited political chatter across Malawi. Even vendors selling airtime joined the debate. The streets became mini newsrooms, buzzing with speculation. But to understand this whole vibe, you have to rewind and remember where the man has been. Before stepping off the radar, Peter Mutharika had walked the corridors of power as Malawi's president. Love him or not, the man shaped the political map. His tenure had triumphs, stability, projects, diplomacy, but also challenges, corruption allegations, election drama, and public frustration. Now seeing him back in Lilongwe feels like déjà vu with a twist. It's the same face, but a different time, and maybe a different strategy. And speaking of strategy, let's break down what this means for Malawi's political chessboard. Mutharika's reappearance is not random, it's strategic. With whispers about 2025 heating up, this move could signal a tactical return to shape alliances or control narratives. Some insiders say he's testing the waters, others believe he's setting up a power play within his party. And let's be honest, in Malawi politics, timing is everything. The man didn't pick Lilongwe for nothing. That city is the heartbeat of decision-making. But where there's power, there's always resistance, and the reactions weren't all rosy, trust me.
The opposition? They went quiet, at least for now. No fiery presses, no counter-slogans, just silent observation. But make no mistake, that silence speaks volumes. Behind closed doors, strategies are shifting. WhatsApp groups are buzzing, and campaign managers are probably sweating. Because Peter's return changes the rhythm of the race. Even the most confident political figures are watching carefully, thinking, Kodi uyu abulera mpamkamvu? But let's not pretend every comeback is easy. The man still got hurdles to jump. Look, politics is never smooth sailing, especially when you're a comeback kid. For Peter, the biggest hurdle might not be the competition, but the memories. Voters remember everything: power cuts, scandals, and campaign promises unfulfilled. The road back to State House isn't paved with nostalgia, it's paved with hard work and new trust. Still, he seems ready to take that risk. stepping into the storm like a man who's seen worse. But every story has a twist, and this one's no different. Now here's where things get interesting. Behind every big name, there are bigger backers, party elders, financiers, regional chiefs. Some insiders say quiet meetings are happening behind the scenes, with whispers of alliances forming faster than a Lilongwe rainstorm. In Malawian politics, friendships change like seasons, and Mutharika knows that better than anyone. The question is, who's really on his side this time? And as we look ahead, the stage is already being set for a high-stakes showdown. Whether you're Team APM or not, one thing is certain. His presence has reignited the 2025 conversation. Every political camp is recalculating its route, every strategist updating their playbook. The man's return is shaking tables like never before. This could be the prelude to one of Malawi's most competitive elections yet. But step back for a second. Beyond the politics, what does this mean for the ordinary Malawian? For the average Malawian hustling in the market, what matters most is not who's back, but what that comeback means for jobs, prices, and peace. If Peter's return sparks accountability and better competition, great. If it just revives old rivalries, then we're in for another round of musical chairs. Still, the buzz shows one thing clearly. People want leadership that feels alive, bold, and present. Whether Peter Mutharika delivers that or not, time will tell. Koma zintu zilipo muto pano. So there you have it. Peter Mutharika's return, decoded, analyzed, and spiced up for you by Global Pulse News. Now, if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more stories that hit hard and speak truth, like, share, and subscribe right now. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think APM is back for real or just testing the political waters? And hey, we're growing a family of voices. Check out our sister channels for kids' entertainment and learning. Check out at Sparkling Kids. Check out at Raima Fatima. Let's grow together, Malawi. Show some love by subscribing, liking, and commenting. Because here at Global Pulse News, if it shakes the nation, we talk about it.